Hello class, this is a continuation and more examples of differentiation using the power rule, as well as the different notations you might come across for the derivative. Just to clarify, differentiating an expression calculates its derivative. So you can think of differentiating as a verb, and the derivative is a noun. So let's do a few examples here with the different notations. So the different notations for derivatives and differentiation are as follows. We've seen these ones: f of x equals whatever it might be. F prime of x is the notation, but the act of moving from here to there is called differentiation. So we've seen this notation, but another notation we might come across is just the y notation. Well, it's nice and simple. It's just y prime. However, this one's slightly different. So this here means the differentiate y with respect to x. You'll see what this means in a moment. And again, clarifying, moving from the expression or the function to the derivative, this is the act of this is the act of differentiation. We could also see this notation if we have the function f of x. We can also express this as, we can also express the derivative as df over dx. Or we can just simply find this, d of g of x over dx. You might hear me say this as d dx of g. Okay, so you'll see why this notation exists, because it's possible to differentiate expressions that have its dependent and independent variables other than x or y. So, for example, if you have some function of t, so f of t equals t squared plus t, its derivative, f prime t, is equal to, it's the same rules, 2t plus 1. It might be the case that you have a as our variable. To find its derivative, we say it's g prime of a equals, well, the same rules apply using the power rule. Here's where it gets slightly different. If we have, let's say, the volume of some container is equal to 3 pi r squared, the derivative of the volume with respect to r, because r is the value that we're treating like x, so we use this notation. And lastly here, if you have p equals an expression, its derivative is dp on dl. Alternatively, you could just use p prime. So let's do a few examples here, and let's use the appropriate notation wherever needed. So you can go ahead, pause the video and give this a go. This is just another example of applying the power rule as we've seen in the previous video. Here we go. I'm going to start off with just the same notation, f prime of x is equal to taking the power, multiplying by the coefficient. This becomes 9x, subtracting the power by 1 squared. Negative 2 times the power becomes negative 4x, subtracting the power by 1. 2 minus 1 is just 1, but we just leave it as this. And lastly, if we have just x by itself with no power, that's just x to the power of 1. It just becomes the coefficient 4. With constant values, I'll show you again here. It's x to the power of 0. 1 times 0, well, that's 0, x to the power of negative 1, which we don't need to worry about because that's 0 times anything. That just goes away. There we go. Here we go. Let's do another example. Let's use a different expression here. You can just go g prime of x if you'd like, but for the sake of demonstration, let's do d of g over d of x. So 1/4 times 4, well, that's just 1, so it's x to the power of 4 take away 1 is 3, minus 1/3, the coefficient, times the power. 1/3 times 3 is 1, so it's 1x, but we don't need to write the 1. 3 take away 1 is 2. Half times 2, that just becomes 1, x, 2 take away 1, that's just 1. Really, we don't need to write 1 or that one, so it's just x. And lastly, this is x to the power of 1. 3 times 1 is just 3. And 1 take away 1, really, that's x to the power of 0, which goes away. And I hope we know by now that any constant values, when we differentiate, go away. So this is the derivative dg on dx. Let's use some more appropriate notation here. This becomes, you can use dy on dx or y prime, whichever you'd like for this, just because it's simpler, y prime. 1/4 times 2 is half x. 2 take away 1 is just 1, so it stays as it is. And I hope we've seen by now, if it's x by itself with no power, the coefficient is all that remains. And one last example, just to keep it different, dy on dx. This becomes, going very quickly here, that you can pause the video and give it a go. But for this, let's go. This will become 4x to the power of 9 minus 12x to the power of 8. That's 8 on 12, which is 8 on 12, that's 2 over 3 x to the power of 7. So I hope that's another good insight for you on the notation of the derivatives, as well as a few more examples for you to work with on applying the power rule. Hope to see you in the next video. Best of luck!